All right, hi guys, Ken Blumberg here, your All-American Realtor. In today's video, we're going to take a look back at the numbers that were in January, and we're going to make some predictions about what I think is going to happen in this spring selling season and the year to come. So without any further ado, let's jump into the numbers. All right, so the first set of numbers we are going to look at is effective months of availability. We are currently sitting at 4.1 months of effective inventory, which is only slightly up from last month, but it is up significantly by 478.5% year over year. Now, you know, if you watch my videos, anything under 6 months of inventory is considered a seller's market rather than a buyer's market, but that is a number we need to keep a close eye on in the coming months. The next number we're going to look at is availability excluding offers. Now, this is also an interesting statistic because it does tell us that the selling season for this year is surprisingly off to a pretty strong start. So we have 5,450 homes that are currently on the market without any offers, and that's down 12.3% from the prior month, but it is up 199.3% from the year prior. Next, we're going to look at the median close price for January, where we are sitting at $425,000. As we've mentioned in other videos, we have given back all the gains that we saw in 2022, and we are sitting exactly where we were at the end of 2021 or the beginning of 2022. Now, that $425,000 number, that's single family homes. Interestingly enough, though, condo prices have actually creeped up month over month. They are up to $255,000, which is 3.3% up from last month. And condos still have gained value year over year, and they're up 4.9%. So I think what we're seeing here, as affordability becomes more and more of an issue, people are still not sure if there is going to be a crash coming, so they are still moving into condos if they can afford them, just to hedge their bets in case home prices continue to go up. All right, so before we go any further with the numbers, I want to bring your attention to this chart. This is a chart of the median home sales prices in the United States. For our purposes, we are only going to look back to 2000. As you can see, during the great financial crisis of 2007, home prices did increase rapidly, but not nearly at the pace they've increased in the last 2 years. Of course, there are different dynamics in place. There are a lot of homes out there that are owned cash, and the loan criteria is much, much better than it was at that time. But my concern is, with inflation still raging much hotter than anticipated, and that might force the Federal Reserve to increase the interest rate rises after slowing the interest rate rise to 0.25 basis points in the last Federal Reserve meeting. But let me know what you think is going to happen in the comments. Now, the next set of numbers we're going to look at are the number of closings in January. And again, these numbers continue to be quite shocking. We had 1,325 homes close in January. Now that number is down 13.6% from the month prior, and it's down 48.3% from the year prior. So we've continued to have decreasing sales month over month for about 7 months. And as I showed you in the last market report video, the number of sales the prior month in December were actually less than we had at the beginning of the pandemic, and we had not seen a lack of sales volume like that since around 2007, just before the great financial crisis. But lo and behold, just when you didn't think things could get any worse, January produced significantly less sales than December did, and have put us even closer to the lowest sales volume that we've seen in the past 20 years. So the last set of numbers we're going to look at is the number of new listings, where we had 2,477 new listings in January. Now that's up 47.7% from the month prior, but surprisingly is down 14.6% year over year. So just to wrap all these numbers up, the way I'm looking at this is, as people rushed into bigger and more unaffordable homes during the lockdowns, and even though they got good interest rates on those properties, they probably were maxing themselves out and they didn't think about the ramifications of inflation in the broader economy, goods and services, food and energy costs. And as we see all over the news lately, there are increasingly more layoffs, especially in the tech sectors. So we'll see if the American homeowner is able to continue to stay in their homes with a lot of downward pressure on their job stability, all the while prices are continuing to go up. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. And until then, I'm Ken Blumberg, your all-American realtor, wishing you prosperity and success and helping you live the American dream.